We'll be going through our writing homework for this week. Our big write is the title Out and About. So we are going to be writing an information report about some kind of amazing event. So maybe it could be a national celebration. So maybe for as an example, you could be doing the Melbourne Cup. Maybe it could be like the grand final for the footy. Maybe you want to be researching information about, I don't know, like a lantern festival in Vietnam, or maybe you want to be learning more about um, I don't know, the Diamond Creek Town Fair. So some of the things you're going to need to research is when and where does it happen? Why do they hold it? Who goes there? Um, what are the things that happen on that day? So we'll be going through our plan right here, and we'll need to be writing it. So as an example, if I was going to say the AFL Grand Final, and then I'm going to have to go on Google, research, maybe look up some books, find out as much information as possible. And I also want to be splitting up my information into these three paragraphs. So maybe my first paragraph is going to be about the history of grand finals. When was the first one? So fact one, I might try and be when was the first grand final. Maybe fact two, I'll research and be writing about the difference between the AFL grand final and the VFL grand final, because it started in Victoria. So there'll be a lot of grand finals 100 years ago that weren't the nationwide, but maybe they were just Victorian wide. And maybe my third fact, I'll research just about the history. Maybe I'll talk about who are the some of the most um, famous events or the most famous grand finals that have happened. Maybe paragraph two could be I don't know, like interesting facts. Like maybe I would be talking about the best players. So maybe my first one would be like who's got the most amount of um, best and fairest, best and fairest. Do they call them the BAFs? Bogs, best on ground, whatever they call it. The top players, and then so on and so forth, and who's got the most. And then third paragraph, maybe it'll be about the modern era and who's won the most grand finals in the last 20 years, and maybe give some facts about more recent games and sort of more talk about who attends them, how many people come. Maybe talk more about in this one. Maybe I'll talk about grand final Friday where it's a public holiday and different things that happen on that day. So once I've filled out my sheet, I'll be ready for my big write on Thursday. All the best with your work.